What is up, YouTube? Pink Reaper here, back with more Let's Play Golden Sun. So, in the last part, we got our first Elemental Djinn, and then I ranted for like 15 minutes about the Djinn system in this game. But that's not important right now. We also got to Vault and met our Jupiter Adept, Ivan. And then I left to go do some grinding, and man, it took a lot longer than you'd assume to get 2 levels. Golden Sun uses sort of like an old school RPG mentality wherein you don't level up a ton. Like the speed at which you level up is almost like parallel. Like literally it's just parallel to the amount of experience you get. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. Anyway, you don't level up any faster at the beginning of the game than you do at the end of the game, really. You level up at about the same rate. With all of your levels really being spread out until you've completed the game. Because of that, the first couple levels here took forever to get for Isaac and Garrett. It really felt like they expected me to have done a lot more battles than I have, especially because they give you Ivan at level 4. The other thing I did was I went ahead and bought a battle axe for Garrett. It massively increased his attack stat. The reason I bought it for Garrett is just because he doesn't have a Djinn, and he doesn't have the slightly better equipment that Ivan came pre-equipped with, although Ivan also very weak. If I had more money, I'd get Ivan some shit, but unfortunately I don't, so... Oh, because Ivan left the party, I forgot. I always forget that happens. So yeah, now we have to find Master Hammet's staff, which is, spoilers, up there. Oh, actually, hold on. Since I have Ivan, I can show off this. So you can mind read any NPC in the game. Like those kids down there, I can mind read them. But you can also mind read dogs. It's great. You can actually mind read any animal. Any animal you can interact with, at least. So you gotta just chase him a bit, fail, leave. Alright, now so for a little bit of a mini game here. Ivan? Ivan? Alright, well, there we go. I trust your sense of duty. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and leave. Go up here. Go ahead and move this box. Oh, one of the other things I did in between parts, I also changed the text speed to fast. So you probably won't have noticed because I was sort of like jamming through the text anyway, but just in case you're wondering why the text is moving so fast. Kululunpa? I wasn't paying any attention there. I just answered without even, like, realizing it. Doesn't actually matter. And now, this is actually one of the hardest fights in the game, honestly. Luckily, Ray can actually stun enemies. Although I didn't get any of it there. Oh, it's wrapped in delusion. That's right. It's not... It's not blindness in this game. It's called Wrapped in Delusion. Luckily, by leveling up to level 4, I got Fire, and I also got Quake. Earthquake, I mean, for Isaac, but I'm not using it just because Jin. It is worth noting that when a Jin is set, anyone can actually summon off of them. It's just, well, you're about to see why you want it to be Isaac after the summon happens. Oh, that one's defending, I think. Yeah, Thief 2 is defending. Nope, didn't matter. He died anyway. So when you summon a Jin, you get an increase in elemental power. Alright. So this battle can actually really suck if you're not leveled up, if you haven't like grinded up the level ups like I did here at the beginning. Because the bandit leader, when he gets low on health, can do a super powerful attack that'll like deal a solid like 60% of your health. And all three of them will just constantly be healing with herbs, so that fight can actually be kind of annoying. So I'm glad I did the level ups. I'm glad I got the easy kills. Haven't you heard stealing from others is wrong? Now let's go steal all these whatever's in these chests. I do. If nothing else, it's really nice that because he has mind read, we don't have to have meaningless story recaps. But also it makes sense why our party would know what happened. Like, they can just read our minds. No trial, you're going straight to jail. He does not, in fact, ever forget this, but he also never gets out, so it doesn't actually matter. So there's that urn that lady was looking for. There's... Oh, I never went into the Sanctum to point out that got stolen, but yeah. And then that one will have Hammett's staff. Dodonpa wouldn't take an opportunity like that, would he? Of course he would. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do anything about that for a while. Getting into Lunpa is difficult. You have to have very specific Psi energies to do it, which I don't currently have. I just realized that's Garrett's grandfather again. I guess that's why he doesn't have a portrait. I forgot that he's a generic NPC. Motherfucker, just come on. This is an RPG, you're clearly not going anywhere. Actually, there are some things to find in here, if I remember correctly. No, don't look in the chest. Okay, whatever. Isn't there? I could have sworn there was, like, a smoke bomb or something like that in here. No, I guess I'm wrong. Okay. I wanted to move it back. Alright, so... part of the other reason that I didn't bother getting a new weapon for Isaac is because we get the Bandit Sword. It's not much stronger, but it has an Unleash, and the Unleash is really good. I'm just going to take the time to sell that. Oh, I guess I should point this out. So, this is just the regular, like, item shop. Generally, what they have isn't super useful. Herbs and antidotes and the likes are really easy to come across on their own. They occasionally will stock Psi Energy Stones and Water of Lives in their artifacts. Oh, there's the Sleep Bomb. But outside of that, not super useful. Anyway. So going down won't do us any good. Going up would lead us to Limpa, which we can't really do anything. We can't do anything there. Yeah, so Rapid Smash has a pretty high, or the Bandit Sword, I mean, has a pretty high Unleash rate. So it's definitely worth having. I guess I'll actually just show this off real quick. Really? I still can't flee from the ghosts? So that is an Unleash, obviously. So here's Limpa. Or there's where it would be. What do you mean there's no escape? There's a solid chance that these fucks are going to run after this, like, during this battle. That's something you haven't seen, but Vermin and a couple other different enemies will flee from battle pretty frequently. So if you try and enter Loompa, Anyway, though. No, that's the wrong thing. This is catch. I got a nut. Nuts heal 200 HP, so they're really good. They also respawn, so... So here's how you would get into the cave, but we can't currently. This button doesn't work. So... Even if we got into the town, we couldn't actually rescue Master Hammett until later in the game anyway, because it requires an even different Psi Energy to actually do the dungeon, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's the other thing. So you saw I only got one single hit with Rapid Smash there. This is a Unleash that can hit multiple times. Hitting twice obviously does more than hitting once. I didn't even check how much... Oh, okay, we've almost leveled up again. I guess I got more from that boss battle than I thought. I can't remember. Is there one up here? I don't think so. Yeah, there's not. I'm just gonna... Let me flee! Yeah, see, one of them just ran away anyway. So there's a bunch of different places you can find Jin in this game. Sometimes you'll find them in towns, sometimes you'll find them in dungeons, and sometimes you have to just walk in specific parts of the overworld map, and they'll come up as a random battle. There's also multiple ways you can get Jin, like actually acquire them. Sometimes you have to fight them, sometimes you have to do puzzles to like chase them, and sometimes just seeing them will be enough. Like walking up and talking to them. Oh, I guess Whirlwind is Whirlwind. Oh no, we can't get cross. What will we do? Hey, look, it's that guy who said he wasn't going to help us. Or that wasn't going to be able to accept our help. Just do the thing. Thank you. So I was wrong. Whirlwind is this Psi Energy, which means after I get Ivan, I can go do something cool. Coolish. Alright, Ivan joined our party for real. Anyway, you didn't see that because it went kind of fast, but we're going to Bilbin. So I'm just going to do this now. So I don't have to do that later. But I'm actually going to leave. Because if you guys remember from the, actually like the second part, really, there are some things like that, some grassy, bushy things that I can open up over in Vale, which now I'm going to go back to Vale. What do you need for level 190? Oh, and I don't know if he auto-equips it. Okay, he did. Cool. So the Shaman Rod that Ivan has, unfortunately, it's a key item, so you can never get it out of his inventory. But it is an equipable item as well, so for the time being, it's useful to have. Ivan's kind of not a great character. His only real redeeming feature is his really high speed. His Psi Energy stat, his magic stat, is actually pretty high. I don't know how to like really show this off. So like you see here, he has a power of 104 for wind. That's like almost as high as Isaac's, and Isaac has a Jin, augmenting his magical abilities. JK, it's exactly the same. Those don't actually like really properly relate to what their magical abilities are. It's hard to really explain properly. Why am I going this way? Just know that Ivan's supposed to be like a mage character, whereas Isaac and Garrett are supposed to be like, you know, more physical units. Ivan's psi energy growth is way higher than theirs, so like he'll have a lot more PP than them. He got big PP. Where am I going? Right here. No, it's bats. Alright, so now I can do this. Because when you touch this, it fully recovers your psi energy. It's only this one, I think. The other one, I will show this off, even though I know it's a waste. There's nothing behind this one. It's just a wall. It's just better to come back here and do this now than it is to do it later, because I mean, it just is. It's Will's head. These are slightly, like, later in the game enemies than what we're currently supposed to be fighting, but that's fine. Oh, that's an annoying thing that I think they fixed in the second game. I don't remember. But if an enemy dies that one of your units is targeting, instead of actually doing their attack on another unit, your character just, like, defends, which is annoying. So that item we got there, Power Bread, it literally just increases max HP. It's one of those kind of items. There's a couple different items in this game that do stuff like that. Like the mint leaf increases speed. I don't remember what increases defense, but that'll likely go to Ivan just because his HP stat is so naturally low. Just sort of to help him survive a little bit better. I could also go read what's her name's mind, Isaac's mother, and she's really pouty about the fact that he's leaving. I'm not gonna go do that though. I'm gonna just leave. Bad son out of 10. Alright, so now we're actually going to go through Bilbin Cave. Or so I thought. Dude, I swear to God, these vermin. That's Lord Magnius vermin. So as you can see, all the puzzles are still completed. There are some areas that, like, when you go through them, like... So, see, I removed this from the wall, and I removed that object from here. But later, there will be things that don't actually remove the obstacle. It just sort of, like, allows you to go through it. And because of that, you'll have to do it each time. Alright, we're going to go down here. Because if remember correctly, there's a Jin this way. You might not have caught it there at the end, but that enemy flashed when I killed it with the Jin. That was an Earth Elemental enemy, the skeleton, and killing it with an Earth Elemental Jin causes it to, like, basically it increases its drop percentage for items and it's like the amount of experience you earn and stuff like that. It's something the game doesn't really tell you. It is an important thing to know in case you want to do like in case you want to do RNG manipulation, which is a thing in this game. But yeah, right there, if you heard the enemy cry twice when it died instead of just once, that's what it's from. A lucky medal. Oh, one of the other things I need to show off. I got a game ticket when I bought the battle axe with Garrett. When you spend... Oh my god, that's a lot of enemies. When you spend a certain amount of money at a shop on any given purchase, you get a game ticket. That's for way later in the game. The lucky medal I just got is also for later in the game. So that's a critical hit rather than an unleash, by the way. Ooh, I got an oil drop. That's actually really good. I'm gonna actually... I mean, he's the flame guy, right? Actually, I should probably give that... No. That's actually probably fine. Is that fine? Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's keep it moving. By the way, I don't think you can go down from here. Oh, you can. So this is just like the fast way to move back. Stop defending, asshole. Alright, so yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta go get the Jin. Oh man, I can't wait until I get the item that makes random battles not happen. If you see that little indentation at the very top where I'm going to be pushing this, that's to indicate that once you've pushed the... Yeah. Once you've pushed the object there, it's going to stay there. Bone charge. Gave me his boner. Alright, so let's go get the Mars Jin. Jin. Maybe this is why they expect me to be higher level, because they throw so many fucking battles at you. I knew I shouldn't have tried to escape. The more enemies there are, the lower the likelihood to escape. It's fine. And now we fight. So this is one of the Jin you have to battle in order to collect him. It's not a big deal. He doesn't have a ton of stats. Although some Jin are actually very strong. At least for, like, what point of the game you encounter them. I think it should die in this. I guess not. So, actually, it's not worth doing that. Its fire resistance is naturally very high. Which one is this? I want to say it's Forge. Alright. So Forge isn't super useful. It's just an attack boost to your entire party. That only lasts like 3 turns is the real problem, because otherwise it would be fine. Alright. With that, we're in Bilbin. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end it. Hey, check it out. It's a weird looking tree. But it's not a tree. It's a guy. But yeah, with that, I think we're going to end it right here, guys. With the weird man tree that I'm not even going to explain. In the next part, we'll find out why this sad music is playing and why this guy is a tree. Spoilers, he is not the Deku Butler's son, but it is still very sad. So, but until then, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Pink Reaper signing out.